And we'll know we've been successful when they kill us.
Planning the revolution that will destroy you.
Putting your life on the line.
You don't think of it like that. I wish you'd come visit.
But we'd visit you and sit in your gorgeous house planning trips into the townships, demanding to see the poorest of the poor. Are you sure they're the worst off? I mean, we've come all this way. We don't want to see people just mildly victimized by apartheid. We demand shock. Well, it doesn't seem right sitting on the east side talking about revolution.
Only small murky cafes for Pepe Lamoco here.
No, La Passionaria. I will come to South Africa and build barricades and lean against them, singing.
And the people would follow.
Follow. What's that song?
The way Gorbachev cheered on the striking coal miners in the Ukraine. Yes, you must strike. It is your role in history to dismantle this system. Russia and Poland, you can't believe the developments in the world. The fantastics. Follow.
Oh. China.
Oh.
Oy vey, China, as my grandmother would say. Our role in history, and we offer ourselves up to it.
That's your role in history, not our role.
A role in history. To say that so easily.
Jeffrey, you want another drink before we go out?
The phrase, striking coal miners. I see all these very striking coal miners modeling the fall fashions.
Where should we?
Well, there's good Sichuan and Hunan.
Oh, the sign painter screwed up the sign. Instead of the Hunan walk, he painted the human walk.
God, the restaurants. New York has become the Florence of the 16th century. A genius on every corner.
No, I don't think genius has kissed the human walk.
The new Italian looked cheery.
Good. We made reservations.
They wrap ravioli up like saltwater taffy.
6 on a plate for a few $100s.
You have to come to South Africa so I can pay you back. I'll take you on my plane into the Okavango swamps.
Did you hear this one? To take back to Johannesburg. Out in East Hampton.
Last weekend.
A guy goes into one of the better food stores.
Dean and DeLuca.
One of the Dean and DeLuca lookalikes. Gets a pack of cigarettes and an ice cream bar. Goes up front. Sees there's a line at the register. Slaps down 2 $20 bills and goes out.
We sent it to the Times.
They have the joke page of things around New York.
They send you a bottle of champagne.
We weren't auditioning, but I kept thinking, $2 million, $2 million.
It's like when people say don't think about elephants, and all you can think about is elephants.
$2 million, $2 million. Whatever you do, don't think about elephants.
Elephants?
Louisa is a Dada manifesto.
Tell me about the Cézanne.
Mid-period. Landscape of a dark green forest. In the far distance, you see sunlight. One of his first uses of a pale color being forced to carry the weight of the picture. The experiment that would pay off with the apples. A burst of color being asked to carry so much. The Japanese don't like anything about it except it's a Cézanne.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but I've been hurt, and I've lost everything, and I didn't know where to go. Your children, I'm a friend of...
And he mentioned our daughter's name.
And the school where they went.
Harvard. You can say Harvard.
We don't want to get into libel.
I was mugged out there in Central Park by the statue of that Alaskan husky. I was standing there trying to figure out why there's a statue of a dog who saved lives in the Yukon in Central Park, and I was standing there trying to puzzle it out when...
Are you okay?
They took my money and my briefcase, and I said, my thesis is in there.
His shirt's bleeding.
His shirt is not bleeding. He's bleeding.
God, I get nauseous around blood.
Not on the rug.
I don't mind the money so much, but in this age of mechanical reproduction, they managed to get the only copy of my thesis.
We'll get a doctor.
No, I'll survive.
You'll be fine. Let's get you cleaned up.
We bathed him. We did first aid.
It's been wonderful seeing you.
No, stay! $2 million, $2 million.
My time is so short. Before I leave America, I really should see the...
bandages!
The Red Cross advises, press edges of the wound firmly together, wash area with water.
May I use your phone?
You darling old poop. Just sit back. This'll only take a mo. Flan, go into Woody's room and get him a clean shirt. Jeffrey, have you seen the new book on Cézanne? I ran down the hall to get the book on Cézanne, got the gauze from my bathroom, gave the Cézanne to Flan, who wanted the gauze, gave the gauze to Jeffrey, who wanted Cézanne. $2 million, $2 million.
He's going to be fine.
And peace was restored.
Oh, your children said you were kind. All the kids were sitting around the dorm one night dishing the shit out of their parents. But your kids were silent and said, no, not our parents, not Flan and Ouisa, not the Kittredges. The Kittredges are kind. So after the Muggers left, I looked up and saw these Fifth Avenue apartments. Mrs. Onassis lives there. I know the Babcocks live over there. The Auchinclosses live there. But you lived here. I came here.
Can you believe what the kids said?
We mentioned our kids' names.
We can mention our kids' names. Our children are not going to sue us for using their names.
But your kids, I love them. Talbot and Woody mean the world to me.
He lets you call him Woody? Nobody's called him Woody in years.
Oh, they describe this apartment in detail. The Kandinsky. What? That's a double. One painted on either side.
Yeah, that's right. What makes it exceptional is that the Kandinsky is painted on either side of the canvas in two radically different styles. One wild and vivid, and the other somber and geometrical.
Chaos control. Chaos control.
We flip it around for variety.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Vasily Kandinsky, born 1866, Moscow. Blue Rider exhibition, 1914. He said, "It is clear that the choice of object that is one of the elements in the harmony of form must be decided only by a corresponding vibration in the human soul." Died 1944, France.
It's the way they said it would be.
Jeffrey had been silent up to now.
Did you bitch your parents?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, no. Your kids and I, we both liked our parents. Oh, look, am I getting in the way? I burst in here, hysterical blood. I didn't mean to.
No! Tell us about our children.
3, 2 at Harvard, another girl at Groton.
How is Harvard?
Well, fine. It's just there. Everyone's in a constant state of luxurious despair and constant discovery and paralysis.
We asked him where home was.
Out west, he said.
Although I've lived all over, my folks are divorced. He's remarried. He's doing a movie.
He's in the movies?
He's directing this one, but he does act.
What's he directing?
Cats?
Someone is directing a film of cats?
Don't be snooty.
You've seen it? T.S. Eliot?
Well, yes, years ago.
Benefit for some disease or school.
Surely they can't make a movie of cats.
Of course they can.
They're going to try. My father will be here auditioning.
Cats?
He's going to use people.
What a courageous stand.
They thought of lots of ways to go. Animation.
Animation would be nice.
But he found a better way. As a matter of fact, he turned it down at first. He went to tell the producers as a courtesy all the reasons why you couldn't make a movie of cats. And in going through all the reasons why you couldn't make a movie of cats, he suddenly saw how you could make a movie of cats.
Eureka in the bathtub. How wonderful.
May we ask who?
And it was here we pulled up, ever so slightly. Pulled up closer.
And he told us.
He named the greatest black star in movies. Sidney...
Don't say it. We're trying to keep this abstract, plus libel laws.
Sidney Poitier. There, I don't care. We have to have truth. Flan started out as a lawyer and is terrified of libel. I'm not.
Sidney Poitier, the future Jackie Robinson of films, was born on the 24th of February, 1927 in Miami during a visit his parents made to Florida. Legally? To sell tomatoes they had grown on their farm in the Bahamas. He grew up on Cat Island so poor they didn't even own dirt, he has said. Neglected by his family, my father would sit on the shore and, as he told me many times, conjure up the kinds of worlds that were on the other side and what I'd do in them. He arrived in New York City from the Bahamas in the winter of 1943 at age 15 and a half and lived in the pay toilet of the bus station across from the old Madison Square Garden at 50th and 8th Avenue. He moved to the roof of the Brill Building, commonly known as Tin Pan Alley, and washed dishes at the Turf Restaurant for $4.11 a night. He taught himself to read by reading the newspaper. In the black newspaper, the theater page was opposite the want-ad page. Among his 42 films are No Way Out in 1950, Cry the Beloved Country in 1952, Blackboard Jungle in 55, The Defiant Ones in 58, Raisin in the Sun in 61, Lilies of the Field in 63, In the Heat of the Night in 67, To Serve with Love in 67, Shoot to Kill in 88, and, of course, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. He won the Oscar for Lilies of the Field and was twice named top male box office star in the country. My father made no films from 1977 to 87, but worked as a director and an author. Dad said to me once, I still don't fully understand how all that came about in the sequence it came about. Dad's not in till tomorrow at the Sherry. I came down from Cambridge, thought I'd say it's some flea bag for adventure. Orwell, Down and Out. I really don't know New York. I know Rome and Paris and Los Angeles a lot better.
We're going out to dinner. You'll come.
Out to dinner?
Out to dinner.
But why go out to dinner?
Because we have reservations. And, oh my God, what time is it? Have we lost the reservations? And we don't have a damn thing in the house. And it's 16th century Florence, and there's genius on every block.
Don't mock.
You must have something in the fridge.
A frozen steak from the Ice Age.
Why spend $100 on a bowl of rice? Let me into that kitchen. Cooking calms me. What I'd like to do is calm down, pay back your kids,
He mentioned our kids' names.
Two at Harvard, a daughter at Groton.
who've been absolutely wonderful to me.
They've never mentioned
Well,
you.
what are they supposed to say? We become friends with the son of Sidney Poitier, barrier breaker of the 50s and 60s?
Your father means a great deal in South Africa.
Even Jeffrey was touched.
I'm glad of that. Dad and I went to Russia once to a film festival, and he was truly amazed at how much his presence meant.
Oh, no. Tell us stories of movie stars tying up their children and being cruel.
I wish.
You wish?
If I wanted to write a book about him, I really couldn't. No one would want to read it. He's decent. I admire him.
He's married to an actress who was in one of his... Oh, she's white. Am I right?
That's not my mother. That's his second wife. He met Joanna making The Lost Man. He left my mother, who had stuck by him in the lean years. I had just been born. The Lost Man is the only film of my father's I can't bring myself to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to...
No, we're all good friends now. His kids from that marriage, us, the old kids. I'd love to get in that kitchen.
What should we do?
It's Jeffrey's only night in New York.
I vote stay in.
Good.
We moved into the kitchen.
We watched him cook.
We watched him cook and chop.
He sort of did wizardry.
An old jar of sun-dried tomatoes.
Leftovers, tuna fish, olives, onions.
Ta-da-ta-da, and here's dinner.
Oh,
All ready.
goodness. Shall we move into the dining room?
No, let's stay in here. It's nice in here.
Have you declared your major yet?
You're like all parents. What's your major?
Jeffrey, Harvard has all those great titles the students give courses.
The Holocaust and Ethics.
Krauts and Doubts.
You know, this is the best pasta I've ever eaten.
My father insisted we learn how to cook.
Isn't he from Jamaica? He's a taster.
The islands.
Yeah. Before he made it, he ran 4 restaurants in Harlem. You have good buds.
See? Good buds. I've never been complimented on my buds.
Oh, sir, you're from...
Johannesburg.
Oh, my dad took me to a movie shot in South Africa. The camera moved from this vile rioting in the streets to a villa where people picked at lunch on a terrace. The only riot, the flowers and the birds, gorgeous plumage and petals. And I didn't understand. And Dad said to me, you meet these young blacks who are having a terrible time. They've had a totally inadequate education, and yet, in '76, the year of the Soweto riots, they took on a tremendous political responsibility. It just makes you wonder at the maturity that's in them. It makes you realize that the crummy childhood theory, that everything can be blamed in a Freudian fashion on the fact that you've had a bad upbringing, just doesn't hold water. What? Is everything okay?
Yes.
What about being black in America?
My problem is I've never felt American. I grew up in Switzerland, boarding school, Villa Rosé.
There is a boarding school in Switzerland that takes you at age 18 months.
Oh, that's not me. I've never felt people like me for my connections, movie star kid problems, none of those. May I have a brandy?
Oh, please. Yeah.
But I never knew I was black in that racist way till I was 16 and came back here, very protected, white servants. After the divorce, we moved to Switzerland, my mother, brother, and I. I don't feel American. I don't even feel black. I suppose that's very lucky for me, even though Freud says there's no such thing as luck, just what you make.
Does Freud say that? Well, I think we're lucky having this dinner. Isn't this the finest time? A toast to you.
Chiquettes?
Blunt question. What's he like?
Let's not be starfuckers.
I'm not a starfucker.
My father, being an actor, has no real identity. You say to him, hey, Pop, what's new? And he says, well, I got an interesting script today. I was asked to play a lumberjack up in the Yukon. Now, I've been trained as a preacher, but my church fell apart. My wife says we have to get money to get through this winter. And I sign up as a part of this team where all my beliefs are challenged. But I hold firm, in spite of prejudice, because I want to get back to you, out of this forest, back to the church. And my father is in tears. And I say, Pop, this is not a real event. This is some script that was sent to you. And my father says, well, I'm trying it out to see how it fits on me. But he has no life. He has no memory. Only the scripts producers send him in the mail through his agents. That's his past.
I just loved the kid so much. I wanted to reach out to him.
And then we asked him what his thesis was on.
The one that was stolen. Please.
Oh, well, a substitute teacher out on Long Island was dropped from his job for fighting with a student. A few weeks later, the teacher returned to the classroom, shot the student unsuccessfully, held the class hostage, and then shot himself successfully. Now, this fact caught my eye, Last Sentence Times. A neighbor described him as a nice boy, always reading Catcher in the Rye.